Growth therapy. Part 2.
They got hot.
Some of the questions we've asked already.
There I have a bunch. Wholesome ones.
Yeah, we can get a little juicier.
Let's see what else I got. Okay. Let's get into it.
Oh, we're getting into it. That's crazy.
Hi, guys. Welcome to part 2. My name... Oh, this is weird. I don't know. That was not my script. Hi, guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Vocal Therapy. And we're back with the boys.
The boys.
Tyler and Isaac, a.k.a. Kyle, whatever you want to call them.
Come on.
We're here for part 2, continuing the game. Red or green flag?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what's crazy? I'm shocked you didn't go with a yellow.
I know, right? Maybe next time I should do red, yellow, or...
But then, you know what? Then too many people would do yellow. Just
That's true.
yeah.
Okay.
Give them one or the other.
But just to kind of go over the game, we're going through a series of just like questions about ourselves. And we're going to vote on each other if it was a red or green flag. And whoever has the most green flags wins.
I skipped the gym today.
And so far, the most most green flags is Tyler. So we'll see.
Wait, how many reds do I have?
You have 1.
Oh, okay.
I have 2. So I have the most red flags. Well, I feel like I'm kind of expecting that because I'm the only girl. And I feel
Your
like
red flags were the
men always just kind of agree for the
your
most
red
part.
flags that didn't was it
The drugs.
that even sounds crazy just saying that out loud.
Type shit.
Red or green flag?
Hello.
I already know it's about to be some BS, bro.
I mean, we'll see if it's juicy or not. There's a bunch of...
Nah, but she went to that last. You see that last? Yeah, that last card.
No. This last card was the Q&A stuff, but I feel like that's fine. I feel like most of them are kind of girl questions anyway. But anyways, okay. Are you always in a relationship or always single? And like, what was your longest relationship? How often? All that kind of stuff. Like, you're pretty much your history.
The situationships count as relationships, or?
Yes, I think maybe just as far as like your history of dating, is it a red or green flag?
What do we consider a red flag?
I don't. To each their own.
Okay.
To each their own, but just be honest and real with your answers. We'll start with you, Isaac.
All right, my longest relationship was like 5-6 years.
Okay, how long ago was that?
Like, what were we? 2020?
4.
Like a year and a half or 2 years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then why did that end? You don't have to go into deep, but just like an overall.
It was just a time.
How old were you guys when you like first started dating?
We were in college.
Okay.
We were at uni, so it was like, we're probably like 20, 21.
Okay. And then to like 25, 26?
Yeah, 25, 26. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Did she want to like get married and stuff?
At a certain point, we both did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work.
Didn't work.
Why didn't it work? Oh yeah, you said that.
There's a lot of reasons why it didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think you needed to be like single?
Afterwards?
Or just like just in general, you needed to like find yourself?
Is that the reason
single?
we broke up?
Yeah. Do you think is that any of the reasons?
No, but I'm glad we did because I realized that I needed to be single.
Okay.
So it was.
And then before that, like.
There were moments before that in our relationship that I did want to be single. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Before that, were you like, when did you go through like a hoe phase, or are you currently in it?
Felt bad you made that face.
Hold on, what question are we answering? What question?
This is about our dating history.
She's like a real therapist.
What question did you? No,
this is the question's about our dating history.
No, what's the question? I'm gonna answer the question. Do I need to always be in a relationship or be single? You're talking about hoe phase.
You need to put those things in a box.
Listen, why are you getting offensive?
I'm not getting defensive at all, like whatsoever.
I'm just asking. When did you go through like?
Did I have a? Okay, what's your question?
Did you go through a hoe phase before, after, both?
I went through a little one before. Wish I stayed in that phase because I jumped into the relationship and I shouldn't have. So I had a little one before. Then
what does a hoe phase look like to you? Everyone's hoe phase looks differently. What did yours look like to you? I'm gonna ask him the same shit
There's
too.
levels to a hoe phase for a man. I think.
Yeah.
Well, or at least for me.
Well, what did your whole face look like?
Like my younger hoe phase, or like if it was like a now hoe phase. Like a now hoe phase
compare,
is gonna be like way more tame. Like a younger hoe phase, it's just
doing
like
the matting.
yo, you just
Just
like not anything, but it's just like
the standards a little lower. I think we all
no,
can
it's not
agree.
even that the standards are lower. Actually, the girls I was talking to, they were very cute girls.
Come
But
on.
it was just like I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear, and I ain't got no problem. Like
I mean,
I'm not even lying to you, but like you just know how to deviate the questions,
Brother.
but I think
So
to
like
me, I
you
think
never like
that's-
you not even getting caught. Like I mean like it was.
you're not even getting like feelings. I mean,
Oh, I had no feelings.
Oh,
dang.
good
Yeah,
God.
I had no feelings.
How so?
Like I just remember I was talking to two girls at the same time, and it was just like hit one up, come through. Literally next day, other one come through. No real like.
Well, how did
when
you
that
treat
shit
them?
ended.
I mean, that's fine. If
Oh,
you
I
do
treated
that.
them great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I treated them great.
Okay,
But it
were
was
you
just
honest that it was just?
But like, I just never like the conversation never came up. But I could tell that both of them wanted more, and then you just kind of deviated to like where it's just like, oh, like we're just
Did
talking,
you ghost
we're
them?
just hooking up. I didn't ghost them. Actually, no. The one she low key though. Hats off to her. She low key treated me like a hoe. The last time we hooked up, I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you. Like she knew I smoked, and like she literally rolled up. We would always I would either bring food, she would bring food, so we had some food. I think I paid for it that day, and she rolled up, smoked that shit to herself, and deadass was just like, oh, the shit was kind of trash. We fucked,
Damn.
bro. Shawty hit me the next day with the text like, oh, so I think like we should like see other people type shit. I was like,
Wait, when
or
was
it might have
this?
been later that night. I can't even remember.
But it was like quickly.
It was like, yeah,
Was
it was
when,
just like she
I'm
cut
asking,
off.
was this earlier? Or
Yeah, this was
like
way
around-
earlier.
Oh,
This
okay,
was way
it's way
earlier.
back in the
This was like maybe pandemic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was like still in my 20s.
Yeah. Okay. And for you, Isaac, have you ghosted before?
Have I ghosted though? I think I've ghosted. Yeah, I've ghosted a couple times.
So you have, Tyler. You've ghosted.
Ghosted in,
Not in that
what
situation, but yeah,
sense?
and I have ghosted.
How far in? Because there's different levels of ghosting.
That's what I'm saying. Like ghosted in what sense? Like I don't.
Like you were fucking with the girl, y'all have had intercourse, and you just stopped like hitting her up and like responding to shit. It just like went ghost.
Can I interject?
Yes.
Okay, so I have, but it was basically off of the way she was moving.
Really?
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Why was she? What
I
was
just
she doing?
didn't. There was things I just wasn't liking, like again being more mature and older.
Yeah.
Like you're just moving in a way where I'm like, all right, like I know you're not being completely upfront with me, and like because there was like one time I was like, oh yeah, like I'm like we had plans. I was gonna cook. She was gonna come through. I don't even.
And she just kind of like did.
I forgot I forgot exactly what had happened, but I just wasn't I wasn't fucking with the energy, and this was like after like she was like, oh, I'm stuck in my ways type shit. So I was just like, okay, you stuck in your ways, like you younger than me, fuck it, like
Right.
I'll just ghost it. We end up picking things back up. Literally, I was just like, you know what, this is not really worth my time. I don't even think I ever talked to her since.
Okay.
Well, yeah, now like I'll just
You're
cut
just
shit. Like
matching
I
the
don't.
energy.
Yeah, I'll match energy. Like now, like if you could see that there's no future there, and like you start like okay getting into arguments and things like that, it's like okay, there's really no point in beating a dead horse. Like I'll let it go, you let it go, type shit. But like just know, and I'll communicate everything and make sure you know what's going on. But yeah,
But it's
you will
like-
never hear from me again. Treat me like a dead person.
Dang.
Dead ass.
That's a Virgo.
On everything I love.
Cutthroat.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. I wouldn't say.
I don't spin blocks.
I don't know if maybe it is ghosting. I don't really see it as ghosting, if I'm being honest. But other people might. But like, I'm always reachable, so like, no one's blocked on my phone.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, facts.
So
Okay.
like, if like there have been people I've been talking to. I remember there was one girl that I was talking to, and then she was like, "Oh, you ghosted me," and I'm like, "I don't really see it that way." But she was like, "Oh, we haven't spoken in such a long time, and all this." And I was like, "Okay, I can see where you're coming from, but I'm just a phone call away. You
right.
call me or text me.
You're like,
I'll
I've
respond.
responded. I'm here right now.
Yeah,
so,
like,
like
that's what I mean. Like, so
yeah.
like, if you call me or hit me up, like, I'll pick up the phone and everything. Like, I'm not. I don't believe in ghosting people. I believe in just having a conversation. Like, oh yeah, this is not gonna work, or like I'm cool. Or I guess sometimes I just get busy and I probably might actually I'll just forget.
But that's
which might be worse, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not with the intention that like I'm ghosting you. Sometimes I just get busy with what I'm doing.
Right. But I feel like if Isaac, and I feel like you're pretty upfront about like how busy your schedule is, I feel like that would be like expected.
Yeah. But there'll be times where people will hit me up and I'll be like, fuck, I haven't hit you up in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2
and
weeks.
Because he didn't even respond to like our group message.
Bro,
He thought it was last weekend we were supposed to record.
Oh, I did call you, didn't I?
Yeah, he did.
That's why I tell people, if you call me, you'll reach me. If you text me, your text will get lost.
I rather be called and FaceTime.
Always,
I don't really
just
like
call me.
texting or like even texting in the DM or anything. Like I'm not a texter.
I only like calls from certain people.
Really, I love getting a phone call from someone that I've never.
Like,
FaceTime me, call me.
I'll pick up. Yeah.
I know. I feel weird like if I call.
Really?
A girl randomly sometimes.
Yeah,
it depends. Like, bro, I don't know. If like, I don't know.
I like if like a dude would call me.
I used to be like that, but now it's just like, all right, like unless we're like on that level and it's been like established. But like sometimes I'm just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. You kind of just don't want to be like too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess what was my dating history?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's not.
Wait, for you, like, what was your longest relationship?
I think I talked about it the first podcast.
Yeah, but just for the sake of this question.
Shit, like a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah, like a real relationship.
Okay.
And like low key, it's weird because like that was like my only real one.
How
like,
long ago was that?
Pre-pandemic.
Okay.
That's what set me on to my whole phase.
Yeah.
To an extent. Actually, no. Did it? Sort of. I started a whole phase, then found a girl that I was really into. That ended. That started another whole phase. It did. I was toxic back then. You got to take your aggression out somewhere.
It's fine. Everyone can have a whole phase.
But yeah, we don't do that no more.
Too grand.
We don't.
So you had like one official,
like official, like boyfriend girlfriend type shit.
Okay, year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is hard because the way I perceive it.
I didn't post her on social either.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
I posted her once.
Wait, your girlfriend?
Yeah, I didn't. I posted her once.
But
see, I was a different person back then. But also because I also knew it wasn't gonna last.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that. You know what I mean? Right. I knew it wasn't gonna last.
Okay. Interesting.
So wait, I just never wanted to.
Yeah. I think. Isaac, did you want to say something?
I think it's a perception thing.
There's a what?
I think there's some things where it's black and white. And there are other things where there's like grey areas in terms of when it comes to ghosting or hoe phase. Like it's all because some people that I've spoken to, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that nigga ghosted me," and I'll be like, "I don't really see it that way."
Right? Yeah.
So
that's true.
If you ask some of the girls I've spoken to and talked to, they'll be like, "Yeah, you ghosted
I don't
me.
see you as someone that ghosts.
I don't ghost people.
I feel like you're someone who just probably forgot to respond, but you
I really be forgetting
what he
to
actually just said. That kind of clarifies what I was saying because like. It's not like I'm ghosting you. It's just that like, okay, this is not working out because like something happened for me to just be like, you know what, I'm good. Like I tried to make this work. I tried to put effort in there. Your insecurities or whatever it is, you're kind of like fighting yourself. You deal with what you got to deal with because I have so many things in my phone where I'm like, I can prove that shit. And it's just like, I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
So like the one I was talking about with the social media thing, like didn't really ghost her, but it's just like, okay, like you're just fighting with me for no fucking reason. And it wasn't even necessarily about that one.
Yeah.
There was other things.
Did you ever have a conversation with her?
Yeah, we've had a whole conversation about it. And like then she like just doesn't even understand my humor.
Oh, okay.
Like I sent her something like just completely, utterly as a joke that I thought she was going to find funny. And then she was just like...
That wasn't
freaking out like, oh, you're doing this, like da. This is disrespectful. I'm like, okay, see, you're just doing too much. I'm good. Why do I want to communicate with you? Why do I want to talk to you? Like, clearly you don't enjoy talking to me.
How long have you guys been like talking though?
It was we were talking for a little bit. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, we known each other for a while.
Yeah.
But, like, I could just tell, like, you're getting insecure because you're acting a certain way. You're acting completely different than you were a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
Why? Because something happened that triggered your little insecurity, and now you're allowing that to come out. I ain't dealing with that shit. It's not my fucking problem. Hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
So,
And so you just backed away.
yeah, I'm just going to back away. What?
I say that's a red flag. as
That's
a woman's
completely fine.
perspective. No. And here's a reason. Because I understand why you would back away.
Yeah.
Like, I totally get it. If I was in that position and I was being insecure or whatever, you know, and the guy backed away and we were talking for a while and he just started like really being distant, I would be like, I would be annoyed by that.
That's
Because
fine.
I'd rather have a conversation. You tell me that I'm.
We've had
doing-
conversations too.
But did you have the conversation of like, oh, like we're done. I don't want to continue this.
No. I don't think so. I can't remember.
Me personally, I feel like I need that. You know, this is me personally. Again, I don't speak
For me, it's just like if it's like an ongoing thing and this
Yeah.
is just something that's continuing and it's just like, look, like we've kind of addressed these issues and
Yeah.
like you're still allowing it to trigger you because this happened in like at least 2 or 3 times like in the last year, and I'm just like I just learned to back away just because.
Why don't you just say like I don't want to do this anymore? Bye. Like, do they ever try to come back or like try to have a conversation?
I mean, it's. I don't know if I don't know if I say the words, I'm not going to do this anymore, bye. But it's like pretty implied, if that makes
Okay,
sense. Like, I can't remember every specific conversation, but it's very implied.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see when they spin the block, that's also when I realized I'm like, okay, so you know I wasn't wrong. And I've had girls be like, oh, like, you were right, I was just being crazy, da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, look, if you can admit that and you can say you're sorry, whatever, we can pick things back up.
Right.
But then sometimes, you know, you start seeing the same things. You start seeing the same patterns. Actually, 4 times because I'm thinking of another one. It happened and that was like extreme. Like she would just start fights to start fights. It was
Oh shit.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
That's a no.
But I'm like, hey, I will wear my little red cape. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah. So I would say, okay, let's get. Well, I didn't even say mine. I guess my like relationship. I was in one 5-year relationship from 15 years old to 20 years old.
Damn.
So that was like my first love, and
Wait,
what?
that
So
is
early.
early, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a high school thing, but it felt very much
Was he
like
older?
by a year. Like
Oh,
it wasn't,
okay,
he
okay.
was
Wasn't
like a
on no
year
creep shit.
older. Yeah, and he was a Virgo. I learned my lesson. Actually, not really, but like,
people.
so we dated for like 5 years, and I mean, our families were very involved. Like he like I was close with his family, he was close with mine. Like we were really, people were like, oh, they're gonna be very Corey Topanga, like Boy Meets World, like end
Yo,
up together,
I'm
you know? But like obviously that didn't happen. We ended things because of course at 20 years old, I think for him he was more okay with just kind of living like, yeah, we get married, buy a house in Valencia and stay in like the town that we're in, but I was a little bit more free spirited than that. And so I kind of also had like a wandering eye at that age. So there were times I would, he dumped my ass and I deserved it. But like I would be on and off with him because I'd be curious about some other guy or whatever. And eventually he
ain't
got
greener.
tired of me, whatever. What?
I said that grass ain't greener.
Right. And so I quickly learned that. I think at a young age, I realized that like the streets ain't worth it. But I was single, like, I mean, there were situationships and scenario, whatever. But like, for the most part, I was single for about 10 years. And then I met like my last ex, which I feel like wasn't the most official thing because it was the one I would scribble out of my stories because it was just toxic. But then after that, I felt like I really learned my lesson and then like got with Brian. But I was very like, I was the type of chick that like would test a dude, you know, to see if he really liked me. Like I would start fights and then like wish that he would like chase me down the hall.
Okay, but question for you, but did you really like him? See, that's the question that's never asked.
Oh, that's very valid. I did. I mean, it depends on. Yeah, I did.
Wait,
Because see,
But
that
but
wasn't
that's
a
but
real
I didn't
clear
but I
answer.
didn't know how to like. I did all those times. I did though.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to show it or receive it.
Yeah. And see, I think that's like a huge thing out here in LA.
Oh yeah.
Or just in general, clearly. I always just say LA. I'm generalizing. But I think a lot of people don't know how to show or receive true love, true affection, and you end up pushing away good people or people that could be actually
sabotaging
really good for you.
it.
Oh, self-sabotage is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, one girl I can think of specifically, like, she would self-sabotage like it was nobody's business. Like, just say shit where I'm like, why would you bring that up? Like, it was like, like, is that supposed to, am I supposed to be like, oh my God? Like, it was just like, it was just a weird shit. So I was just like, yeah. But then to me, I'm just taking that as like, yo, you don't even like me.
Right.
Like, I'm just like a right now person. Like, yeah, you might be interested in me or you might be attracted to me. Like, oh, he's attractive. You don't really like me. But you don't really like me. You don't see a future with me. Like, I'm just something casual. So
stepping stone.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like,
right now,
what the fuck are we doing type shit. Because, like, if you did like me, like, you would see, like, oh, I am a good dude. Like, oh, you know what? He's taking me out. He's treating me right. He's doing things. He wants to.
But that's like, it's less about how they feel about you, though, and more so how they feel about themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not like I didn't want a future or I didn't like the dudes. It was really just because I didn't feel like I was worthy. So, like, how can you feel worthy of giving someone love when you don't even know how to give that for yourself? You know? So I think, like, in those moments, because I've been that girl plenty of times, and I was very a self-sabotage person. It had nothing to do with them. Yeah, maybe they were like imperfect, maybe whatever. They might trigger some shit, but like how I handle myself says a lot more about me.
Do you ever, like, I guess, regret any of that? Like, is there anyone you can think of where you're just like, you know what, I kind of wish I would have gave that guy a chance? Like, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's like more so give a guy a chance. I would love to have like a conversation and apologize. You know, like,
see, that's real.
You know, like, I'm not like trying to get back with that or whatever, sure. But it's more so just being like, yo, I made you feel crazy because like this is where I was in my life, but now I'm not that.
I would love to have that with a couple.
Yeah, but some of them are not receptive of it, but you know, it's fine.
Like,
but like I if I had the chance, I would apologize for my behavior. But I mean, they also played a part too, so I can't just take all of it into account, because I think, you know, like, he also was a type of person that attracted a lot of women and made them feel crazy. And it's like, well, you know, like, he does some triggering shit, but at the same time, it's like, you know, like, you can't control someone's actions. You can only control yourself. So my my response was a reflection of me. And I just did it. Yeah, I feel like I just self-sabotage a lot of things when a lot of things could have just been a conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
This was in your earlier years though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think, like, because I was single for so long, I definitely have learned a lot about myself, you know, through just like dating different people.
Yeah, of course.
But a lot of times it was really hard for like what my like cycle was. It was really hard for a guy to commit to me versus like the other way around. Like, I would attract them and it would become a very sexual thing, but it would never like be anything more. And like, I've been ghosted, like where it was like this dude that I was like fucking for a good probably like 6 months, you know, and like we supposedly had a friendship, and he just out of nowhere just stopped responding to shit, stopped replying to shit, stopped hitting me up. Like, he went ghost.
To me, that's real ghost.
Like,
that's a real ghost.
Like, I've ghosted guys on an app. Like, I've talked to them and then I just was
on the apps don't count.
Right, like, that doesn't count. But this dude like genuinely fucking ghosted me. I'm like, you've been
I've never done
me,
that,
bro.
I've never done that.
I never just straight up
ghost. Straight up ghost like that. No, I've never done that.
There's levels to ghosting.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if like my thing is like, if you're seeing a pattern, it's like, okay, like, this is clearly not going anywhere. And like, we've kind of had that understanding where it's like, all right, look, like, I guess we're kind of both wasting our time here. I'll let you go. When I say I'm ghosting, it's like, you're not going to hear from me again. Like, I'm not spinning blocks. Right. I'm not going to come back and be like, oh man, because like,
no, this man
if I'm going to have a conversation with, like, for me, I'm one of those people where it's like, I'll take a step back and be like, yo, I need some time before I'm just going to start talking to you and be like, say what's on my mind type shit because like he said, I just say some wild shit. So I'm just like, I want to prepare myself what I'm going to say. So it's like I'm really in a position to be like, oh yeah, like I didn't mean that, or I'm sorry, or like, it's like, no, I said what I said.
Yeah. I never ghost anyone, but you know, when that guy ghosted me, there's been plenty of times where I wanted to do the whole thing and just like write him a long message and be very vulnerable, but I've talked myself out of it and then I just move on, you know, whatever. But like, if we were like, for instance, my ex-boyfriend, my high school one, he obviously like, I deserved to be dumped, but like he also, I don't know, it's weird how we broke up. Like it almost feels like it was very on and off and then all of a sudden it just like stopped and he kind of did go completely ghost. And I felt very abandoned. And then because we were very comfortable with each other at one point, like I did the thing where I would be like this psycho girlfriend who would like drop notes off at his house and like text him all the time and call him when I was drunk. Granted, I was 21, so the behaviors were a little naive, but I was the one that was like always hitting him up, like just trying to get his attention. But I've learned quickly not to do that. And I've been very like, I think it's like, no. So like when a guy kind of ghosts me, I'm just like, ooh, I really want to do the most. But like, it's like, I really have to like, it's hard to have to hold back that like part of me that wants to bug them and track them down and make them talk to me.
Okay, so
so red or green flags. Isaac, is he a red or green flag? Tyler.
I feel like this is such a hard question.
I can't really.
I think I say green.
You say green? If you say green, I'm gonna say green.
I think
I feel like I'm already a red flag. I'm gonna give you a red flag just cause.
You're gonna give me a red flag just cause? No, you have to give me a reason. What caught red?
The psycho part.
Yeah, that part. I mean, there was a lot of things in that. Like we went down a bit of a rabbit hole there.
We did, yeah.
We did.
But yeah, there was a couple things in there where I was just like, okay, yeah, there's a red flag there. I already know I'm a red flag.
Yeah. My red flag to you is, it's like,
I was trying to unpack everything. There was a lot to unpack on.
I know it was a lot of unpacking, but I guess my red flag that I can remember instantly that hit me was like the holding back and not having that like really conversation. Just because for me, I need that, and I've had people like, again, just abandon a situation. Because even if we weren't good, right? Like my ex, like we were still like very like on and off, but like we never had that. Just like I need that like final closure conversation, which I know is not always going to be the case.
And that's no, I feel you.
But that would be a red flag to me.
And that's the thing. I'm always happy to have because trust me, I need the closure conversation myself.
Yeah.
So I'm completely happy to have that closure conversation. It's just that like if I feel someone's not valuing my time or respecting me as a person, it's just that I can't give you the time and attention that it deserves. Like, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Because like if I'm trying to be genuine and show you like, oh look, I can be there for you. I'm this good guy. But like I think it was in the other one or the other podcast we just did. If you're making that assumption about me and who I am and allowing that to dictate, even though you know me, we're spending time together, but you're still allowing that to dictate your perception of me, then there's really nothing to talk about.
But see, that to me is like, it seems like you attract that. And that is a red flag to me. No offense. I'm just being like, you know what I mean? Like that would like, if a guy was telling me that, I'd be like, why are they going crazy? You know what I mean? Like I would question as a woman is like, what's going on in their mind and why? And again, it could be like what you're saying. It could be, I mean, and I'm not even, I know you, so I feel differently about it. But if it was off the rip,
I mean, I think there's just like, and that's the thing. I don't want to, like, I'm really thinking, now I can really think of two, but I'm really thinking of one in particular, and I'm just like, she never allowed herself to just chill. And like, she knew I was a good guy. Like, she been over my house, like,
but do you,
all that kind of stuff.
I guess my question is like, is that a pattern of attracting that behavior?
No. Yes and no.
Okay.
I think it's like the phases, right? Like a whole phase almost. Like after everything happened with the one that shall not be named.
Yeah.
I felt like I was attracting that. Like all the girls after that was kind of like in that type of realm.
Okay.
And that's what's kind of weird.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah. Okay. We all got little red flags, but Isaac weirdly won this one. You got green flag. What do you think of him? Green or red?
Nah, that's red, bro.
Jeez. I thought you would have his back on that one. Okay.
Nah.
That's valid.
No, okay. So
But the moment you asked the question, I knew I was.
yeah,
You were like, oh, I'm fucked.
in my opinion, to be fair, I think in a way we're probably all red flags in this situation.
Yeah. I think that's the understanding is that like it's everyone has flaws and it's just about what works for you and what doesn't.
That part.
So, yeah. Okay, next question. If their house, apartment, whatever their home is, or car is dirty.
Oh, can I go first?
Yes, I already know his. But like, is your car like? I feel like you're very clean. Is that is
clean.
like
Like right now, like it's been bothering me, and like I've been in a headspace where I've just been so busy, where it's just so hard for me to like sit down and like clean my house. Like to the point that I would like it. Like people will come to my house and be like, "Yo, your house is clean." I'm like, "This is not clean."
How often do you clean?
At least once a week. Like I can't like the moment I like like when you like brush your teeth and like you see like the little like the toothpaste scum in the.
It's got to be gone.
I can't do that. Can't have a dirty bathroom whatsoever.
Clean it out.
Like you got to clean like minimum once a week clean the bathroom, and then like I try to clean my house at least once a week.
Okay. And then what does that look like for you? Like, are you like moving furniture around? Like,
no,
how
I
deep
mean,
of
so
cleaning
I'll
do
do
you
a
go?
deep clean like that. I try to do it like once a month, like not like where I'm moving furniture, but like like you're really like going ham. But like I try to do like it's a pretty extensive clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And in the past,
Like, I
like
don't
when
wear
you
shoes in
lived
my
with
house
somebody, like a roommate or whomever, like did you like what was your reaction if they were dirty?
So yeah, I hated dirty roommates. It was funny though because when I was living in Jersey, it was a 3-bedroom and my room was always clean. The kitchen and like living room would never like it wasn't like always the cleanest. Like it was clean, but it wasn't like the cleanest. Like I remember like we would always eat at the like only one kid ate at the table, but we would eat at the TV and like there was so much crumbs on the coffee table.
Oh,
and like looking back on that, like I could never live like that again. Or like on the stove, like because you never want to be the one being like, oh, you're stuck in that role of like cleaning up after people. So like eventually it would just get to a point where we're like, yo, we got to do this together because this place looks like shit. But like it would bother.
But do you like you call people out and like
like now if I was to live with somebody, I'll call people out for sure.
Yeah.
But like back then I was just like you're trying to like especially when you first move in.
Yeah, you're just
like,
trying to be like
a good roommate, and then you start being like, "Yo, clean your shit up." Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
But yeah, no, like you got a dirty house. Like I'll be honest, I'm one of those people. I'll look at somebody and be like, I can tell they got a dirty house. I was saying that in the gym the other day.
Oh, really?
Oh, 100%. 100%. No shame in that one.
That is so
You never done
funny.
it? You never been in the gym and just was like, that guy got a dirty house?
No, I don't think
his
about
house
that.
smelled like dog.
Oh, well, you know what? You're right, actually. There's just some people you're just like, ooh.
I can tell your house smelled like dog.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what? You're right. I don't do it often, but I've had moments.
You letting the dog lick the spoon and you gonna stir that shit right back in some shit. 100%. I seen some people.
Okay. So what do we think,
And I can
Isaac?
see
Red
it.
or green flag about Tyler?
Wait, what was the question? Huh?
Like if just the cleanliness.
Green.
Oh, what, for him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's green, bro.
Yeah, that's a green.
Yeah.
That's a
There's
green.
never been a time I've gone into Tyler's house and it's
But if
been
like, but I'm just saying,
messy.
like, if you and hypothetically you're dating someone with that kind of characteristic that he was just
Green,
saying,
bro.
green.
green every
Okay.
single time. What?
Me, I would say red, only
Really?
because
Okay.
not that I don't love like.
Wait.
Let me explain. Because yeah. No, I love when people are clean. Don't get me wrong. Like, and I prefer that 1000%. I have ADHD, so I'm a little like chaotic, as you could tell.
No, you keep a clean house. This is clean. This is
It's clean, bro.
You know, the
What?
reason why my house is clean is because of my boyfriend.
See, takes two
He's
to tango.
literally
But see,
just
I
like
that,
you.
though.
Yeah.
But see,
No, but
that's what I'm saying. That's a happy marriage. That's a happy marriage.
but
right there.
The reason why I have my own space is because I need a place to be. Like, he would never allow this.
Oh no, I have that too.
Yeah.
Like if you see my dresser in my bedroom, like it's just shit on there. I'm like, I need to like clean clean.
Right.
Like, just like, I'm like, I don't know why I just got crap just chilling here. Even when I clean, sometimes I just don't even clean this thing off.
Yeah.
Or like the second bedroom, it's just clothes, just thrown in that room. But like no one goes in that room. But it's
for
just
like the main,
like the main
sure.
area gotta be clean. And then like, for example, because I know you mentioned the car,
I don't want it to be nasty, dirty. I'm just not like.
There's the levels to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so
like,
for me, there's dirty, there's messy, and there's clean.
And I feel like I'm messy.
Yeah,
messy's but to be fair,
fine.
like there've been times I've been over here and we haven't been recording, and I remember there was one time I came in here and I'm like, oh, okay. You've just got little things here, but it's not dirty.
Right. I'm just really like.
It might be a little cluttered here and there.
I'm very cluttered, and I
that's,
have ADHD.
That's not dirty. Though.
I have piles.
Yeah, that's
not dirty, right?
No, and I wouldn't sit here and judge you.
That's fine.
Like if I came here for a date.
But I guess for me, like the reason why I give you a red flag is not because you're clean. It's because if I would like, I mean. You have the same thing as my boyfriend, so it's not obviously a deal breaker. Like I'd rather someone be clean, but I just get like insecure that I'm messy. So around a clean person, I'm like, are they gonna like judge me? So it's just my insecurity.
Put it this way, right? So like if I'm by myself in my own home, I can let the house get to my definition of messy or dirty.
Yeah,
right.
So, but if I know someone's coming over, like
that's
if I'm gonna have a girl come over, I'm about to vacuum. I'm about to clean up everything.
So that's my thing.
Like,
if you
I'm the same way.
I have a thing where I'll leave cabinets open.
Yeah.
And I use like hella paper towels.
But people
so
are
there'll be
coming.
paper towels on the fucking.
Yeah, if we're having guests over, I'm definitely cleaning everything. There's a cabinet open in my house right now. I'm confident, bro. There is a cabinet open in that kitchen right now. I'm telling you right now. Bro, I swear to God, I'll walk in that house, I'll take a picture of that cabinet. I already know what cabinet's open.
Why is the cabinet not
Why
closed?
is the cabinet open? Why is the cabinet not closed? I don't know.
Because
No
who
one
gives
knows.
a fuck? Like
No
for
one
me,
knows.
like
It's a
I'm
thing.
not on
happens all
top
the
of
time.
cleaning every single day.
Bro, I will leave a cabinet open.
That's
bro.
hilarious.
Only in the kitchen. It's weird. Should be wide open. It's just one. Usually it's one cabinet. All the time. And I'll be like, why is that cabinet open? Why did I close it back, bro? I just opened
I don't even know why that's so funny to me. Why don't you just close the cabinet? Just close it.
I guarantee there's a cabinet open right now.
Oh my days, bro.
But Isaac, are you clean? What's your cleanliness?
Oh, he clean.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've been to your place.
Yeah, you've been to my
I feel
place,
like you're. I feel like I expect him to be a little bit more tidy, but I expect you, and I feel like no, not messy, not gross or anything like that, but just to have a little bit more stuff.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I feel like you have a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it's not like
I got better instruments in studio.
Yeah,
Like
I think that's what it is because I've
studio-
been to your place and it just have a lot of things.
My studio's in my studio, so
right.
like,
But you're not messy or
no, I'm
gross.
not.
You
I'm
don't
not messy or
strike me as
gross.
that.
Yeah, no, none of those things.
But like, I've never been in your car, so I don't know. My car is kind of dirty right now, but again, not dirty, but there's just things.
There's
in there.
levels. Levels to the dirty car.
There's
levels, bro.
Like you go to Daniel's
But
car,
like-
that's wild.
when
That's
you can't
insane.
even fucking
Nah,
put your
like,
feet
nigga, why
down
you
on the
got,
floor.
You got cups, you got bullshit, you got rappers. That's insanity. You ain't got no kids. That's nasty. Clean that shit up. I'm getting it here in my good clothes.
We all have those friends who are like, so sorry, it's a mess, and they're like literally shoveling
they're like, oh,
the
there's so.
plastic
No,
bottles.
what gets me is when a nigga swipes the seat
Right.
and throws the shit on the floor. I'm like, bro, I wear good shoes. Like Ghost bottles and shit.
Isaac,
Pre-workout.
green flag.
Green flag.
oh shit.
Wait, where's my green
I know the car, exact car.
Yeah.
Am I a green flag or a red flag?
You're a green flag.
Yeah.
Did I even get a red flag for my
To
relationship
be fair
one?
though,
I gave you a red flag.
You
He
gave me a
you
red
green
flag. Yes, okay.
to be fair, his
Did you
new
give, what
car's
did you
nice.
give me, a red or green flag for my relationship stuff?
A red flag, psycho, running, making him hate you
yeah,
so he
you-
can chase you down halls.
But am I green flag for dating or not dating?
For-
Cleaning. The
Yeah,
cleaning.
you're
You're
green
green
flag.
flag, yeah. I've been
Red,
in multiple
green?
green. You're
Really?
green. You're green.
For how messy I am?
Yeah, that's fine.
Brother, this is not. Stop
It's not
it,
messy.
bro.
Y'all haven't even really seen it.
No, I've been
You
in
might
a-
have to ask
I've been in
Brian
a-
Let me go
afterwards.
inspect the
Nah,
car.
bro.
Go inspect the car.
I've been
No,
in
it's fine.
houses and cars where I've
Yeah.
had to hold my breath.
But
mean,
again,
you
you,
just
have to
got dicks
realize
and shit
Brian is
outside of
an
the dicks, you're
influence
good.
in here.
Yeah, these dicks are
But
silly.
anyways,
They just stared at you.
uh,
Sitting on the counter.
okay.
Oh,
crazy work.
fucking Daniel, bro.
What's
Oh, my
another
God.
question? Okay.
That's
Damn,
hilarious.
hot here, huh? Fucking lights. Okay. Do you want kids and how many?
Ooh, I want kids.
You want kids?
I
How
want
many?
It was me and my brother, so I always think 2 is a great number.
Okay.
If I'm being like it's well, I'm gonna like when I make it to that level.
Yes, sir.
Two or three.
2 or 3.
I mean, put it this way: whatever God has in store, that's the number. But if I had to choose, 2 or 3, just because like I wouldn't want little bro or little sis to be alone type shit. Mm-hmm. But I feel like when people be like, yeah, 4 or 5, I'm like, oh, you just got bread to burn,
right?
Huh? I'm like, shit.
Right. I think that's a green flag. Isaac, what do you think?
Green flag. 2 or 3 in this economy. 2 or 3, bro.
Right.
2 or 3
in this economy.
Isaac,
give me 2.
Kids, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. Give me a couple little Isaacs to run around and whatnot. I think I'd be an amazing dad.
Oh, so you say like 2?
Yeah, give me 2, man.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 green flag. Do you
green flag?
I feel like I'm just gonna be a fun dad. I'm gonna piss off the mum. I'm a dickhead. I'm a douchebag, innit? So like, just gonna have fun, just doing bullshit with my kids.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be obsessed with my kids.
I can't wait to be a mom.
Oh.
I want maybe 2. I'm gonna just see how I feel with the pregnancy and how I feel just with the one.
She's like, I just want to try it out.
I just want to try it out,
see what it's like with the one, and then maybe I might subscribe.
No, literally, because what if I hate pregnancy, or what if I'm just like, my life can't handle more than 1 kid?
I don't know.
I think I'd be okay with just 1, but ideally, I would love 2, 1 boy, 1 girl. Ideally, give me twins, 1 boy, 1 girl, pop them out.
If you had to choose, if you only could choose 1 gender, which would it be?
I don't really.
I feel like you'll be shocked by my answer.
I feel like the obvious answer would be a girl, but like I've been dreaming of this 1 baby boy.
I feel like you'll be a good boy mom.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be such a good boy mom, and I have this 1 boy in my dream all the time. So I really like feel like my first kid is gonna be a boy.
Kids, for some reason, kids love being around me. But obviously I would love to have like every guy wants to have a son.
Yeah.
But like for some reason
you'd be a good girl dad.
I want to be a girl dad.
Yeah, you'd be so. I could see that.
I feel like I'd be a girl dad.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Boy dad, 1000% over there.
100%.
Why'd you say
he would have a badass son.
He would have.
You already know he gonna have a badass son.
Literally, like
I just know that
bouncing off the walls, like just.
You gonna have a badass son.
Charismatic.
You know who gonna have a badass son? But like,
wait, do I have a green flag or a red flag?
You're green. Bro.
Green flag.
We're all green in this.
We're all green.
Daniel gonna have one of those like annoying, like I want to smack the shit out of those little nigga kids.
Who's Daniel? Because I feel like
because I just know Daniel kid gonna be like, you got games in your phone, stepping on your foot type shit, hitting you with shit. He'll take that. Yeah, Daniel's son gonna be crazy, bro.
Fuck.
You already, cause he know. Daniel's son would be crazy, bro. You just like want to haul off and smack the shit out of Daniel's son.
Oh,
and he'd be like, "Oh shit, that's not my kid. I just hit someone else's child."
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Oh, that's another question. This could be a next one. How to raise your kids? Like, would you spank them or not?
Oh yes.
Beat them kids.
You would spank them?
Beat fuck yes, bro.
I'm not spanking my.
So I talk a lot of shit. I wouldn't probably hit my kids.
Yeah.
No,
I would say it. Like I'm gonna do it. I'll be that dude. Be like, nah, I'm
pretending to grab your belt.
Yeah. Nah, I'll be the softest.
There's levels to it. There's levels to it, bro. But yes, man, kids.
But that's what's wrong with a lot of these kids now.
That's what I'm, bro. Kids suck, bro. There's levels to it.
I wouldn't beat my kids personally.
Back in my day, you would hear about all this nonsense happening.
Right,
exactly, bro. There's levels.
I got my ass beat as a kid, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm not gonna hit my kids the way you hit me, and she's just like,
there we go.
Well, it
there's
depends.
Levels to it.
She's like, you say that now, but it depends on what kind of kid you have, because sometimes there's some kids who actually need to get hit.
Bro,
and deserve it. And I'm like, and I was the one kid out of my siblings where I got my ass beat the most, and I have all brothers, so I'm like the only girl, and my ass was beat.
Wait, you have all brothers, and you got beat the most.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh, you were.
My dad likes to say I'm a rebel with no cause.
Wait, are you the youngest?
No, I'm middle.
Oh, you're a terrible kid.
I'm the second old. Yeah, the second.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a rebel with no cause, apparently.
That's what I'm saying.
I just had a mouth. I just had a mouth. I didn't do anything bad. I just had a mouth.
No, my nephew, I love him to death, but there be sometimes I'd be kicking it with him like, ooh, if it wasn't for your grandmom or your mum right now, I'll fuck you up right now. Oh my days.
Yeah.
But there's,
see?
I think that for me, yeah, there's levels to it in terms of like when you start, how you handle the situation and when you stop. Like,
Yeah, no, she was
that's
beating me up
levels-
until I was like
levels to it.
16, and I
Nah, that's too much.
finally hit back, and
Yeah,
then
that's
she
too
was
much.
like
16.
bleeding, and
Wait, hold on. You did what?
I hit my mom back,
Real. That's a lifetime.
and I think that's when she stopped after that because she realized, oh wait, I can't hit her like I used to.
You hit your mom. When you say you hit her, what do you mean you hit her?
Yeah, I was self defense because she was beating the shit out of me.
Well, you punched your mom.
It was more of a smack.
Like an open hand.
Yeah.
Hey, boy. Wait, and she was bleeding.
Wait, no, let me try it. It was a smack, and then there was like a hanger involved because she was hitting me with the hanger, and then I was just like fucked her up. Not fuck her up after that. She didn't have like bruises or anything, but her finger did bleed because it like I don't know. The hanger was shot. I don't know.
I'm Nigerian, innit? So it's
no,
it's different.
And
over
Filipino
here,
mothers,
bro.
Filipino mothers are fucking psycho. Anyone who's been raised by a Filipino mother,
nuts, yeah?
like that is your biggest bully for the
Yo,
rest
bro.
of your life.
Yeah?
Yes, like they
Okay,
are
okay.
like intense. But I mean, like I should not be getting my ass beat at 16.
That's my thing.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
16
So,
is
like,
a little
and-
bit too.
and so-
that's too old.
So at one point I had to fight back.
Yeah, you like a damn adult.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what are you
Fight
doing?
back.
Yeah.
Fight back, nigga.
That's
I
where,
know,
that's
and
where we differ from the black household.
Bro,
That would have been your life.
Oh,
dead.
I mean,
DED.
Perished.
Dead. Done. Finished.
oh no, I was.
The way black parents would react to, they'd be like, "You just hit me."
But there was one time
Oh no, she.
I blocked my mum just from hitting me.
Oh, yeah,
and
nah,
she thought I hit her back. It was just a block. And she was like, "Oh, you want to fucking hit me, dude?" Hey,
No,
look,
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying my
You
mom.
can't even defend yourself because I know what he's talking about, though.
you can't even defend yourself. But like, no, but I hate. Again, there's levels to it, isn't it? I've come in contact with people that people are like, don't even hit your kids at all. Just talk to them. And I'm just like, I don't know, bro.
I mean,
I don't know
there's going to
about
be
all
some
that.
sort of
Talk to
discipline, but it's just not going to be physical.
Talk to him. Got it.
Anyways, so am I a red or green flag?
What with kids?
I'm not. I don't want to beat my kids.
Oh, you a green flag?
Okay.
I mean, that's your. I think you
But, like,
can't
if
really.
you-
You
if
can't
you-
say that's a red or green flag.
I
That's
know,
just
but
your
like
choice.
if you were like dating someone and said, "I don't want to beat my kids," you'd be like, "Ooh."
Most of the time, most that I've heard like from women.
You would feel weird about that.
No, women have mostly always said like, I don't want to beat my kids. Like the people I know.
Yeah.
Most dudes that I know, I've been like, I'm gonna fuck my kids up.
Yes.
My boyfriend's already do that.
But like
Really? Yeah.
most of the dudes I know, but also
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I ain't gonna hit
most
my
of the
kids.
circles I mean, like.
So I think you're a red flag. I'm sorry, we're just getting into it.
Oh, I'm a red
How
flag?
am I a red flag for that?
Did you want to beat your kid? No, you said you wouldn't.
He said he would pump fake.
Yeah, I'd hype it up that I would. But I
Yeah,
won't.
I think that's fine.
No, but see, when you do that too many times, they catch on. They already know you're not gonna do it.
So, but what do you
Gotta marry a
think?
woman
Do you
that will beat the
think? Do you
kids.
think he's a red or green flag?
No, you
I
don't.
think he's a
because-
green flag.
Because
Okay.
hey,
Kids need
Do you
to get
think
theirs.
he's a red or green flag?
no. Here's the thing: with women beating kids, I think that's a little bit nuts, though.
Sometimes.
Because in my opinion,
Well, it
Women
depends.
beat
I
kids
put it this
and-
way: if I had a daughter, I couldn't hit my daughter.
yeah, daughters is off. It's
But if I had a
off
son-
Oh no, my dad beat me with the belt,
Yeah,
and
my
then he.
daughter's
Well,
off
no, he would.
limits.
Yeah, he used to beat me too. And then when I was younger, this was before I was 16. I think I was probably like 9. And then I think he like beat me so bad, and he like cried afterwards and apologized,
Oh,
and then never
that's
did it
for sure.
again.
Yeah, see, I
That's for
couldn't.
sure.
Yeah, see, I
Yeah,
couldn't
he
hit my
felt
But-
like you could tell he had a sense of guilt.
Yeah.
My mom had like no fucking
Oh
remorse.
yeah, no, mom.
Maybe that's
She
because
was
it's
like-
like women on women energy, and
Yeah.
then there's men on men energy. Like the way I see it with niggas, it's like,
Did your dad beat you?
fuck yes, brother. I just
my
told
dad
you I'm
never hit-
Nigerian, bro.
Yeah, my
Your
dad.
dad never hit you?
Swear.
Yeah, that was one time we thought we were gonna get ass beat by my dad. My dad did not do it. He did like the hype, like he was gonna do
Okay,
it. Yeah.
so like yeah. Okay.
No, but to be fair, I look back on it and I needed to get my ass.
Oh, bro, a lot of kids do. I look back on
I
some
look
things.
back on it. I need to get.
And
my
I'm like,
ass.
I
honestly,
think
it
I just
shaped me.
needed to be heard. I think like for me personally, being the only girl,
She said, I ain't gonna let
hormonally,
you-
like,
Yeah.
because when I was little, well, I don't know, she still beat me because whatever, but like, I think it really got bad in my preteen years, and I just feel like hormonally, women just go through so much more, you know, like there's our
course.
periods where growing into like young women and body parts are changing, and we're so emotional because hormones, and I feel like I didn't really feel heard or understood. And even my brothers would be like, she's such a bitch, or she da-da-da-da.
Oh, my God.
You know, because, yeah.
Are you okay?
Because I've done a lot of therapy.
Understood.
And I just feel like being the only girl, I felt a little bit more like of an outcast.
I think, okay, so here's my thing, right? I think to a certain age is when you start and when you finish. Like, at a certain age, it's like when you start to talk to your kids. At a certain, like, some 7-year-olds are not listening to you.
Yeah.
Like, there are some 7-year-olds that are, like, straight up menaces, bro. They're not
I just
listening
hope
to
to
what
never
the
have
fuck
a
they're
kid
saying.
that's a menace.
I hear you, but sometimes, like,
Daniel,
but I hear you. Shut the fuck up about Daniel, bro.
Daniel gonna have a menace. We already know it, bro. It'd always be the niggas that
Yeah.
was like that, like the real good kids, the quiet kids. They have the menace.
Right?
The more of an like he gonna have good kids because like he's an asshole. That's why you gotta
Okay, but
balance.
here's the thing. My daughter's off limits, though, because, like, it's my daughter, innit? That's if I have a daughter.
Oh no, you're gonna have a daughter. We all gonna have
You're,
daughters.
yeah, you're definitely going to have a
We all
daughter.
gonna
Wait,
have
why?
daughters. Bro, God's
Because guys like you get daughters.
100%.
Guys like who?
Guys like us.
Don't do that, Steph.
Like us.
I'm wholesome, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get it, bro. My boy.
Bro, my
Daughter.
daughter's gonna never see the
Guys
light
like
of day,
y'all
bro.
get daughters.
My daughter will
And
never.
then you have to like learn and heal through them.
No, my daughter will never see the light of day.
Oh my God.
Cage her ass up.
Anyways.
Not when there's niggas like Tyler out here, bro.
But do you think you'd be more
do
strict
nothing.
with your daughters than you would be with your
honestly,
son?
nah.
Even because of the world, like they get pregnant, all that stuff.
Oh, see, that's the type of person.
And like how they
more-
dress, you know? Because
Nah,
that
I'm
was
a-
like,
Seen
I
Bad
was.
Boys? Bad Boys too?
I haven't seen it, no.
Oh, where he comes to the door?
yeah.
Reggie.
Like, nigga, you look at least 30.
Yeah, no,
That's when I get
think
a
I'm
gun.
gonna
But if I
actually
have
be
a daughter,
more.
I'm getting a gun.
Oh my God.
Say
I
that.
think I'm gonna be more lenient on my kids, honestly. Actually,
Would you get another gun?
I mean, you know me, I already.
You would?
Locked and loaded.
No, you know, I'm ready got.
Leave it to the British man to have the gun.
Oh, yeah.
But what's
He's
it
like, we
called?
can't have it in my country.
No, we can't. That should be annoying me.
Right?
Anyways.
He comes to America. I love America.
I started off.
Next question, or do you have anything else to say about this?
What was it? No, I was saying I'm gonna be lenient with very
Okay,
lenient
okay.
with my kids and especially my daughter. I'm gonna be very like.
Very.
You can't just do whatever you want, but I'm not gonna like imprison you either.
No,
Okay.
you can't, because that's when they turn into hoes.
We'll see. Well, like, I feel like you just never know till you got
It's true.
kids,
Till you become
know
a
what I
pet. You're
mean?
right. You're
You
right.
never
You're
know.
correct. Yeah,
We'll
this
see.
is true.
Just
So-
don't want her to be fast.
You said what?
Not my baby girl. Don't be fast.
I think when
I'll
when my
break my
dad
heart.
realized that I was fast at a very young age, I could tell that. I,
What's the young age? Wait, how did he find out?
well, I wouldn't say in his eyes it was fast, but really I was just getting like a new boyfriend every week. But it's not like I was fucking
Oh.
them. I just like always was like having a new boyfriend, and
Not
and my
my
dad I remember
baby girl.
sat me and my friends down. He's like, "Listen,"
I bet you put the accent on.
he's like,
Slightly racist.
"You guys, boys are predators. All they want to do is make out." And so he was like, "So be
I would have
careful."
laughed.
Oh yeah, no, we were dying like
I
till this
would've
day.
died,
Like we
bro.
quote it. So,
Yeah, see, that's not how you go into that situation.
Yeah,
because
nah.
that, I
He
feel
was
like that
always
would make you want
"Stop,
to do more.
Don't care about the boys. Just focus on your studies.
Yeah, no, that's
You
Yeah,
know,
you gotta
and I was
attack
just
it from
like,
a
no,
different
I
angle.
want to make out and
She was
like
over here.
get fingered.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
gotta attack from a different
Doing
angle.
the-
AIDS. You get AIDS. You want AIDS?
I'm definitely gonna have the sex talk when it's time. I feel like I never had like a real sex talk. It was just like boys just want to make out, you know.
With your
like,
dad?
Yeah, but I never had like the sex talk.
Oh,
You
you're
should
gonna
bring
have.
him on.
Huh?
You should bring him on.
Probably, but he lives in Michigan.
You fly, man.
I've had him on like years
Detroit.
ago, but not recently.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
okay, cool.
But yeah, no, my dad's a hoot. I love him. Okay, next one. Are we ready?
It's a hoot.
Yes, ma'am.
Friends with their ex.
Oof.
Are you guys friends with any of your exes?
I know that way too.
I think Isaac's friends with some of his exes, huh?
Oh my day.
Or like girls you've
You
like
still fuck?
had a thing with, you know, like there was, even though it wasn't like a long,
I mean, I'm cool.
Okay, so I'll
there's a difference, right? Being civil, but I mean like
friends.
Handing them
friends,
up,
like
hanging
you
out.
still hang out, hit them up, you
No,
know.
but it's funny because like I know a chick. and she's like that, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
kind of weird. To me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So weird to me a little bit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I get that.
You guys are gonna hate me.
I know. Just say it.
I'm
You're cool with them.
I'm cool, yeah.
But I mean, I'm cool with my exes too. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
civil's
cool.
fine.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, but are you gonna hit them up for lunch just to like hang out and, you know, like check in a few times or whatever? Like, do you still check in on them? This motherfucker still does.
What are my exes?
Yeah.
My exes was just people I used to mess with.
I think.
Okay.
Let's do both. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. In my opinion,
with me, yeah. If I usually build friendships with people before I even start messing with them.
Okay, but I need a yes or no before you get into it.
A yes or no to what question?
Are you still friends with your exes?
Not because of me, because they don't want to be friends with me.
So so no, you're not.
Yeah, with most, yeah.
They want to be friends with you?
No, as in like because they've kind of cut me off.
Oh, okay.
But if they hadn't cut me off and they called me tomorrow, I'll pick up the phone and be like, "Well, what's good?"
Okay. I mean, that's civil. I mean, there's a difference between civil, but like you still like hang out with them. Do you like hang out with your exes?
Hang out with them?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But
that's what I mean.
Again, I'm not opposed. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Like if they call me tomorrow, I was like, "Oh, let's grab lunch."
this is too full.
On some like cool platonic shit, I'd be like, "Yeah, we can grab lunch, bro." Like that's the reason we're friends in the first place.
Yeah.
And I'm not double standard with it. So if I had a girlfriend and she was still friend with her ex, as long as she lets me know and we're comfortable and we trust each other, brother, if you want to grab lunch with your ex, bro, do your thing, man.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay.
But here's the thing, the problem is the trust has got to be so fucking there that I know you're not going to do some dumb shit or like betray me type shit.
Okay.
If you make that trust be known, but if
you were in a relationship with someone, you'd be cool with your like. If you're in a relationship with someone, are you gonna like go grab lunch with an ex if they hit you up to like catch up?
It depends on the girl I'm with right there at the moment.
Okay.
Like if she's really really tripping on it, then I would feel a way about her tripping on it because I'm letting you know like this ain't that. It's just a catch up. But if she really is tripping on it, then I probably wouldn't go. I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
How about you?
No, I 100% agree. But I think there's also kind of levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's like, that's why it's like you have to be okay. Like what he said, like he's like, I had girls where they just completely cut it off. And I'm like, I completely agree with that because it's like, for example, a girl, she wanted to be friends, even though it was more than friends, as you know. And I'm just like, nah, like that does nothing for me.
Right.
Because I had real feelings for you. So I think if there's like, depending on those level of feelings, I think that's what matters.
Yeah.
I used to be big on like, oh yeah, like we could still be friends type shit, all that type stuff. But like at the end of the day too, it's like if we fucked and then I go meet somebody else, am I inviting you to my wedding?
No.
So that's kind of the way I'd be looking at it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why like there's one girl I know, she does that. And like, you know, she's very upfront with it. And like we've talked a bit and she's mentioned like she'd be like, oh yeah, I'm like just having lunch with my ex, and I'm just like, or I'm just kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird.
But she told you though.
Yeah.
So like, does it make you still feel weird? But like also
no,
like she told you
because like the trust is like with that one, like the trust is there. But
yeah, what if there was like, you know, there was like some not unspoken, but there was like still some things they needed to talk out, you know, and like the girl you're talking to needed, you know, some sort of a closure from the situation. It was like, I'm gonna meet up with this person, just know that like it doesn't mean anything. I just feel like I really am curious to see like what this guy has to say.
Do it.
Yeah.
Because if they're at that point, no matter what you say, they're gonna be itching to do it regardless.
That part, yeah. And then they're
gonna find a way to
but
do it
that's the thing where it's like it's gonna come down how do they feel about you, because like let's say if they end up sleeping with the person, it's just like, well, you really weren't the one.
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're gonna
so like,
they're
you know
gonna
what I
end
mean?
up
It's
doing it
kind of like
regardless.
Yeah.
And then,
but
like,
would you
gonna,
feel like off the bat, they're like, okay, I'm gonna go. Like, are you gonna feel a little uneasy?
Oh, I feel uneasy for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But
that's no problem.
that's just human feeling. Like,
Right.
of course you are. But
And even
again,
if she comes back and it's like, oh, nothing happened, you're
hey,
still going to
word.
also think.
She's looking at us like these niggas are red flags.
You're still
No, I don't
gonna,
think so. I
you're
agree.
still going
I
to think
agree.
like,
I
no,
swear,
something
okay.
happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that also just matters with the level of trust and who the person is.
Yeah,
bro.
I think it's green flag. For me, I think I'm not like, I mean, I'm civil with them for the most part. Some obviously like choose not to talk to me, and that's fair, because everyone just moves on differently. But I'm the type where like I could, for instance, like my ex from high school, like I would love to have like lunch one day and just be like, how have you grown since we broken up? But like not with the intention of I want to get back with him or to rekindle anything, but just because like the way that I love, like if I loved you and that shit was real, like I will love you forever, you know, even if we're not together.
Real shit.
So like as a person, as a human being, I want to know like you're good, you know?
That's where I'm coming from too.
Yeah. And
No, I
so
feel
like,
that.
yeah. So for me, like I would have, you know, lunches and whatever if I, you know, but obviously like would respect my relationship and be like, how do you feel about this? Are you okay? You know? And so like, I would just be very transparent about everything. But I'm capable of that. I know
But
not
is that the
everyone's
one-
capable
Is
of
that
that.
the ones where you had those feelings for that person, the other person didn't, or vice versa? Because I think that matters a lot.
Yeah, that's very,
Because like I feel that exact
I mean,
same way.
I was more hurt in the situation, I guess you could say.
But if I'm the one that's more hurt in the situation and like they're trying to like start hanging out and doing all these things, and it's just like, what's the reasoning behind it?
Yeah.
Because it's just like you really just want to be my fucking friend. Or
No,
is
we
it-
don't need to hang out all the time. But
There
if
you
we're going to
go,
have a
yeah.
respectful lunch or
There we go.
something,
Cool.
like,
Yeah, that's
then
calm.
I would,
Because in like
you know.
in the other situation, I'm like, okay, in that situation, I'm like, yeah, if you want to grab something to eat, like we could have done that.
Right. Yeah. Or like it could be a phone call, whatever, you know, like I'm willing to
Exactly.
have those conversations.
Exactly. Like I said, like I'll always pick up the phone. Like Isaac said, he's like, I'll
Yeah.
always pick up the phone.
I'm the same way,
Cool
same
way,
exact
bro.
way.
But it's just like we're not gonna hang out. We're not gonna have
No.
what we used to have.
No. And then I remember like when I was with my last ex, Morgan, the one before Brian, who was like toxic, I would scrub out of my Instagram story. I remember like when we were dating, this guy that I was like dating before him, he hit me up and like he kind of, it ended off on weird terms. Like we never had a conversation. It kind of was just like weird ghosting. It's not like ghosting. It was more kind of like a Casper, like friendly ghost, a little bit like, okay, like it's not gonna work out, but like there was no like elaborate conversation about it. And I feel like I always had just like unanswered things about certain situations and actions that happened in like when we were dating. And so when I was with my ex, my other ex hit me up and was like, would like to catch up. And I saw it as an opportunity to like get these answers. And so I responded and said, yeah, let's do it. But I like told my ex, and that motherfucker flipped out. Like he broke up with me. It was
I
like
see
this
what
whole thing. Like he was pissed. He's like, how the fuck would you, you know, like get back, like talk to your ex? I'm like, no, I have no intention. I just feel like I just have unanswered shit that I just really want to like close out and like get answers to. Like I'm very curious, you know? And he was pissed off about it. Anyways, we ended up getting back together after this whole tumultuous shit. But then
Which
months
ex
later,
Which ex?
Which ex did you end up getting back with?
no, the
Pre-ex?
more the one I was with,
Oh,
Okay,
not
cool,
the
cool,
ex that hit me up, the one that I was
cool.
currently with,
I was gonna be like that.
because he broke up with me over the situation,
kinda
but we got back
proved the
together.
Okay.
However, fast forward to like months later, he moves to Alabama, and while we were still keeping the relationship going, he cheats on me with his ex and gets back with his ex, who's a fan of the show. Hey, girl.
Plot twist.
Yo.
Woi.
No, the fan of the show part was actually the most
Jeez.
Right, but then he got, so you know what I mean? So like he fucked his ex and cheated on me with his ex. So I'm like, you were just projecting what you would have done,
Yeah.
Come on.
you know? So
Bow.
so yeah, so that's the situation, I guess. Like had, you know, to do with exes. But anyways, is Isaac a green or red flag? I think green. Yeah.
I think we're all green in this situation, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Okay, we'll give.
Greens all around.
Greens all around.
Greens. Add a couple attaboys.
Okay, let's do one more question. Are we good? Do you have to go?
I'm chilling, bro.
Okay, we'll make this like simple, just because we are at the end. Do you believe in astrology? Thoughts on astrology?
I live in LA, of course I believe in astrology. Now I do. Certain signs
Actually,
I don't fuck with.
I'm gonna switch this up. Religious, like spiritual values. Let's go to that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to that. What are your spiritual religious values?
We've been down that path here.
I know, but this for this game.
Yeah, 100%.
You go to
Yeah.
do you go to church?
I do not go to church.
But you're just more like
I'm
you
very
have,
religious,
Okay.
very spiritual.
it's
I'm
more
not
just-
going to be the one to throw it in your face. I'm not going to be the one to be like, let me bring you to Christ. I think, no, seriously, I hate those people.
Yeah.
I think everyone needs to find that on their own.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, like the one girl that we mentioned, I think the previous time, who was a Satanist, like, she was telling me this story, and I'm in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, after I realized, like, days later, I was like, oh, maybe that's why she doesn't believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, instead of looking at that situation of like, oh God, why me? It's like, if that situation never happened to you, you would never be where you are right now, where you're extremely successful at what you're doing. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have the willpower that you have. You wouldn't have the mindset that you have. So people look at negatives for negatives instead of seeing the positive in it. So I'm like, that's why for me, it's like, that's a way for me to find God.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if I was to be with someone, definitely has to have like some type of
religious
belief.
Yeah.
Like I don't need you like going to church every Sunday because like
Be a saint
a lot
or
of people like,
anything.
I mean, and this is not downing anyone that goes to church and stuff. And like part of me wants to like start going, but it's like I also don't think that makes you a devout Christian. Where it's because like I knew too many people where it's like they be in church on Sunday, but they sin in every other day of the week.
Yeah.
So it's just like they be thinking they holier than thou because they go to they
for
wake
sure.
up early and go to church on Sunday morning, and it's like no, that doesn't make you a good person.
Yeah.
Like you being a good person is what you do on a day to day. So like even that, like you know what I mean. I would prefer a woman to recognize God. But, like, when people are like, oh, like, I'm spiritual, I believe in the universe, I'm like, okay, well, you just shy and say you believe in God. The same shit.
Yeah. Okay. Do we think, Isaac, red or green?
Green.
If you were dating someone who had that kind of mindset, is that red or green?
That's green to me.
Green. Yeah. For me, as a person, I think it's a green flag. As to date, I think red beige.
Red beige?
Yeah.
That's fine.
But not as a person, so I don't want to get that like confused.
You explain it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think for me, I find myself more spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in God. I just have reservations with the just church in general.
Oh, no, that's completely fine. I mean, I'm the same way.
Yeah. So I just
That's why I don't go. If
yeah,
I'm being honest.
and I know you see the same. That's why I'm like, as a person, but I think for me, it like, I think if I like came across someone like you, if I was dating, I would assume and expect you to want me to be a little bit more religious.
Oh, because I'll be posting prayers and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like and nothing wrong with that.
No,
I just,
feel you.
know, but like for me, I'd be like, oh, I'm not.
So you know why I do that?
Why? To see who would.
No, so it's funny because I had stopped at one point, but someone literally was like, yo, I love when you post those. Like it brightens my day. And they're like, yes, I can follow Pastor West, who is like the guy I be posting, but they're just like, it's so refreshing seeing it on someone else's page. And it's like, I just gotten used to just like seeing it every morning on your page.
Aww.
So I was just like, okay. And then like, honestly, seeing the amount of people that I follow him now, like when I remember I saw him, I think this one girl I followed, she was following him or she posted him. And like now it's like you have like 75, 85 mutual friends. And I'm like, okay, this is helping somebody in their day. And that's the reason why I posted, because there's a lot of people that don't follow him or don't follow it, and you never know. Like there's so many times where I've woken up and I was just like, you're feeling like complete shit, and then like you read one of those prayers and you're like, damn, I feel like that's talking to me.
Aw.
So for me, it's like it's not like, oh, I'm trying to show how Christian I am.
And I never took it
No,
as
no,
that,
I for sure that. But like, I know
yeah.
some people do.
Yeah.
So it's just like always been funny
I just
to me.
see, like, obviously the content we post
Yeah.
is a reflection of who we are.
But
So I
it's-
just, you know.
But like that's the reason why, because I was just like, okay, if this can like help one person through the day, it's like
Aw.
then like you did something.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like I'm completely fine getting a red flag on this because I know
as a person, I'm like green flag, 1,000%.
for sure,
You know,
but
but
like it could be a lot, and that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but for me, it's like the more I start really thinking about it, it's like if you want to find someone that you want to spend your life with, you do want to make sure that like your values do align, and it's like I wouldn't want to have to get into a situation, assuming that like if I had kids under marriage or like dating a long period of time, it's like, you know, we can come to terms like, oh, we can raise these kids Christian. We can raise
Right.
these kids at least believing in God. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily, I guess, I don't even know what the hell.
I think for me,
religions
like,
they are.
I would really like, I wouldn't put that on my kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't force it on
Yeah,
them.
yeah, no, and I'm not saying that you would, but like, you know, you at least obviously show them something. I just feel like, I would want them to choose. What
But
kind
like,
of faith.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But that's the thing, because like, I feel like there's so many people that aren't religious now just because it was forced so heavy upon
Mm-hmm.
them. And like when I was traveling to Europe, like I was like, is this like a thing out in Europe? But like England and like Scotland, they're so religious based, where now I feel like a lot of like the newer generation, they're just kind of like, all right, well, fuck that, because it was forced on me so hard growing up. So it's just like, I remember as a kid, we were going to, like, my parents were very involved in church, so sometimes we'd be going to 2 services. We were Baptists, so it's like the long services.
Ooh.
And then I went to Catholic school. So it's just like you getting it all
Yeah.
around. And then like we went through a period where like we didn't go to church as much, but it's like, you know, it was still a big part of our lives. So for me, it's like, you know, I've seen what God has done for me. It's like I would definitely raise my kids with a Christian focus, but it wouldn't be like.
And that's what I would like assume if I
Yeah.
would approach you like in a dating way. I'd be like, I don't think I could be that, you know,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't like.
Like they gonna know the Bible. They're gonna watch Prince of Egypt.
They're not gonna know. Like, I'm not gonna show them that. I just feel like, I mean, I don't.
They're not gonna know it like to like back and front.
Right.
But like,
I'm
you know
not
what I mean?
gonna
They're
read
gonna
the
know
Bible
the.
to my kids.
I would like.
Yeah.
I would give them.
Why
one.
is that though? Can I ask? What is it?
I mean,
Wait, like what is your faith? Like what is your, like what do you I know you said you
I do believe in
God.
God. I feel
Yeah.
like, I mean, yeah, religion was very forced on me, and maybe I do have some sort of religious trauma.
Can I ask what religion it was?
Huh?
What religion
First,
was it?
I mean, it was Catholic. I grew up
Okay.
Catholic. I sang in
cool.
church. Like, I was very, like, our whole life. Every Sunday, I went to, like, Sunday school. Like, this
Yeah.
was, like, heavy in my, like, household. And my mom, I think this is where the trauma goes, is that when my parents divorced, my mom cheated on my dad. I think there was a lot of guilt there. So she, like, turned to, like Christianity more so. I can't remember what denomination or whatever it's called. But it just felt very like she would just shove it down our throats a lot. Like, I mean, for Christmas, I mean, not to sound like a bratty kid, but like for Christmas, we didn't get anything, and all we got was like religious Christian CDs and just Christian music. And we were just, obviously that's not what we listened to. And I felt like it was very forced. So I think that's probably where it stems from, where it's like, I don't want to be forced to believe in something and make me feel guilty for not that, because she'd be like, you're gonna go to hell because of this, or like you're sleeping next to the devil because you did this one bad thing. There was a lot of like fear there that I just didn't appreciate, and till this day we have conversations. My mom is always like going off the walls, and she's one of those like controversial Christians. Like, she's not like lenient or like even open-minded. Like, I just don't like, I think that's what it is. It's like so forced, and I just don't like that. And I tell her, I'm like, I have my own relationship with God. I don't need to follow a church, follow a Bible. Like, again, it's more spiritual, right? A universe. Maybe I don't call it God at the time, but like, yeah, it essentially is the same thing.
Yeah.
But like, I like that I have a personal thing, you know, like, yes, I'll pray, whatever, manifest is like, it's a more progressive way of saying praying, you know, but like, I like that. I just like the looseness of it.
I never thought about that. Manifesting really is just like
a prayer.
It really is.
It is. And so like, it's just the same thing called in just different ways, but
Yeah, for sure.
if I feel like it resonates with me, and it makes me feel comforted, makes me feel good, makes me keep my morals aligned. And I think with like, you know, some religions and churches, I don't like their ideals of how they look at like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Just like the gays.
They have
you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's so much judgment.
No, for sure.
So I'd rather be so separated from that.
Like,
and
it was funny, like with that, like when we were talking about like the Satanist girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a moment, but there was a moment I had where I was just sitting there thinking to myself, and I'm just like, if as a Christian, you're taught to accept everybody for who they are, but also as a Christian, we're conditioned to be like, get the fuck up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You're a horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I had a full blown come to Jesus moment. I'm like, I'd be more fucked up if I was like, get the fuck up out my house. Like, I don't want to speak to you, like throwing shade, like judging you, versus like being like, okay, well, you showed me nothing but kindness. You're really a good person. Like, who's to say you're not a good person? You know what I mean? This is just me hearing a word and just being like overreacting to it, which essentially I kind of like, I did to an extent. Like, I was just like, the whole time I was just like, yo, what the fuck? But like, when I look back on it, I'm like, I would apologize to her for that because it was, and I did. I sent her a text. I was like, look, I think I kind of handled it wrong. Like, you know, like it just kind of threw me. But I also wasn't trying to be rude where I was like, get out of my house or anything like that. Like, you know, we still chilled and shit. And it was just like, but I agree with everything you also said. Like, people, if religion is so forced on people so much, like you don't want to force it on them. Like I truly believe if you want to find God and find religion, it has to
in your
come
own way.
to you. It has to be in your own way.
Exactly. That's like the most authentic way to do it, you know? And so going back to like the Bible question, I think the reason why is because the Bible is associated to a community or an organization that I feel like I don't align with, you know, being like the homophobic shit and all that stuff. So that's why I'm like, I don't like they if I'm not would be against it. They found it and they're reading and they're like, you know, I'd be like, all right, like do you know, but I'm actively like not gonna like introduce it to them, you know. If they asked about it, I'll let them know, but it's not like it's a secret. But it just wouldn't be a practice in my house, you know. But that's just me.
That's respectable.
Yeah. So wait, did we say if you're a green or red flag? Oh, I said yeah, we did.
You said I'm red, right?
Yeah.
Wait, why
and then
is
you
he
said
red?
it was green. And then for me, am I a green or red?
If
you were dating someone, because again, it's not about how you feel about me as a person.
I would probably red.
You said red?
Yeah.
For you,
like,
Steph? Yeah, it'd probably be a red.
I don't know. I'm kind of really torn on it. Because
I
you're
felt
not
torn, but that's why I said as a person.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, at least what you're telling me, it's like, yeah, you're like, accept Lord and Savior Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, but it's just like.
But I wouldn't call him Lord or Savior Jesus Christ.
Which so like, from what I've heard, you're not Christian at all.
No.
You just believe in God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like.
It's just like simplifying everything.
Yeah.
And just sticking to like what religion
you just believe there's like a higher being.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is probably like toughest because it's just like. Yeah.
Personally, to me, that if I was dating someone like that, I'd be like,
yeah.
I think it comes down to how like you would choose to raise your kids. So I'd probably say red there.
That's how it came down for me.
Yeah.
For you too. Okay, that's fair.
Like it wouldn't be like more so the dating. It'd be more like once the kids are in the picture. It's
like, you'd be like,
I wouldn't really teach them about like God or things like that or things.
Yeah, it'd be a conflict.
Like, would you ever send your kids to Catholic school?
No.
Hell no, she wouldn't.
I would only do it if it was like, because I would love preferably to send my kid to some sort of private school.
Yeah.
And if it was like a Catholic school, you know, that was like the only choice. I don't know.
See, like that's the thing. Like
I just wouldn't send my kids to a Catholic school, but it would be like I would send my kids to like a Christian school.
I mean, I also just like don't really trust a lot of like public school system too, so that's just a whole different conversation.
I agree.
Yeah, like I went to private school.
I don't even want to
like
that's a different thing, but yeah. Okay, Isaac, I already know your answer, but say it.
What's my answer?
You're more religious. You
was at church today.
Yeah, you was at
every morning, every Sunday.
Yeah. Bro. So I mean, is that a red or green flag if you had someone who went to school? Yeah.
I have no problem with people that go to church.
Yeah.
I want to start.
But if
going.
you were like dating someone who went to church all the time,
no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me, it's
I
more
would
of
be
a problem.
like,
No,
eh.
it's more of the problem when they start trying to throw it in your try
Right.
to convert people on spot type shit and like,
Right.
throw it in your face. That's when it's like, okay, you're weird.
I feel you on the whole thing. I think my perspective is a little bit different. I grew up in a very like Nigerian Christian household for sure, and everything was like definitely like really pushed heavy on me.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me like go further away from it. But I think once you've had your own spiritual encounters
Yes, sir.
with who God is and like who Jesus is in your life, then you can start to navigate it. Like, for instance, the same way with beatings, right? It's the same principle. Like, there are ways in which my parents raised me, I understand the principle of it. I just don't understand the way or agree with how they handled it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I would teach my kids in a different way. Like, all right, this is what Christianity is, right? Not from what my parents did to me, but in a more healthier way, so you don't kind of like experience how I experienced it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Personally, in terms of dating other people, like, you definitely have to have some sort of like
Similar values.
I couldn't date
Yeah.
an atheist for sure.
Oh yeah.
But like, I couldn't date someone that also is just like, I believe in the universe, God, and crystals.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, not the
or like
crystals.
astrology.
See, I would rather do that than someone who was.
I personally
Oh, yeah,
can't
no.
do that.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to have at least a religion for sure.
Yeah.
Christianity, great. If not, then we kind of have to have
You did
some
like a Jewish
talks.
girl?
Like someone who was just in a different religion.
Yeah.
It's funny you guys bring this up, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer for it yet.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. It's something I'm still like figuring out because I've never experienced that up until like this present moment. So yeah,
Because that's the thing. Because like for me, it's like if you believe in God, that's like okay.
and we do
That's what's up.
share the same mostly morals and values. Like,
It's just the type of.
it's the type of religion and institution in which you do what you do, essentially. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit harder to navigate. I don't really have an answer for that right now.
Yeah.
In terms of dating other people of a different religion.
I wouldn't. I have to date someone who's like.
So with Brian,
aligned.
he doesn't nothing like that. He's just like atheist.
Yeah,
or what?
we're like really like exactly aligned in how we view
okay,
it.
cool,
So
cool,
it like
cool.
it just was like okay, cool. Like it wasn't ever like an issue. I mean, he has a very similar. I think. I mean, he went to private Catholic school up until like senior year of
Catholic
high school.
schools, eh?
Yeah, and
But see,
so
that's the thing because people view it as like it was pushed on them, so then it's like you step away from it.
Yeah.
I just like for me, it's just like it's always been a part of my life. So it's like I can't
Absolutely.
imagine just being like waking up one day. It's just like I don't really know. Like I've just seen so much that God has done for me,
That's
and
what
it's just
I'm saying.
like I just wouldn't know how to explain like things that happen and like oh it was fate or luck. I hate when people say oh you're lucky. Like no, I'm blessed. Fuck that shit.
or like
That shit to me doesn't make
my
sense.
numbers are working for me. It's
It's like
I understand it, but like I don't
like oh you're
resonate
really
with
lucky.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
how do
I
you
don't-
explain?
I mean,
luck?
I think it's more of I don't really. I feel like I agree with the whole blessed thing. Like no, that's more of like that was.
Yeah.
That really like I feel like there's a lot of things in my life where I'm like that really aligned in a perfect way that was like beyond just being lucky, you know. So, but again, I think it's like a lot of it is the same. Like that's the thing is like you know it's like the same root of it. It's just more so I don't like to follow an organization or be
for sure.
associated with that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's just me, you know. But that's it. Let's see
Boy,
who has. Okay, I think I did some math wrong because you and Isaac have like the same, but then the red flags, Tyler has more. So I think Isaac wins.
wow, that's crazy. I would have thought.
I really
lost
thought
this.
you would.
Wait,
Towards the end, I
I
started
thought
collecting the
maybe
reds.
he would win.
I thought Tyler would. I
started
thought
collecting
Tyler would win,
reds.
but Isaac won.
Wait, hold on.
Woo!
Wait, hold on. Is there any other wild card question on there? Because I shouldn't be winning this, to be fair.
No,
If I'm being honest, I really shouldn't be
Well, I
winning
knew
this.
one of you guys was gonna win because I felt like you would just have similar like qualities, or you know. So I knew I was gonna lose. So, but
I don't know. Cause
another wild
I
one.
don't feel like you're.
No, I knew towards the end, what based off the question she was asking.
Yeah. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the last of it. I mean, I still have
What do I
other
get?
questions, but we could always do that next time. Next year.
Oh yeah, what's going
Type
on with
shit.
that, man?
I know. I'm taking a break.
As you
September
should. Well
23rd is going to be my last day posting an episode.
Nice.
Look at us getting on that last band.
So you're on the last bandwidth. Let me know if you guys liked this episode. If you guys want me to do more, if you're a red flag or a green flag. I felt like we just covered so many topics.
Talking to you.
You know?
No, it's not.
What?
Brother, I'm more like concerned for that right now. Like that's what I'm
not using
about.
it.
No, not for you, but the people that are.
Do y'all want it?
No.
Okay, sorry. They're talking about the dildos on the table.
What's going on, bro?
Any last words about anything that we talked about or just life in general?
Sheesh.
So
they won't hear from y'all till next year.
No.
So next year.
I miss doing this.
Swear.
I know.
This is so much fun.
We did 2 episodes. We got a little.
I feel like the last time was the last time I saw you. Was it on here? Probably not actually.
Nah, couldn't have been.
Could have been, yeah. No.
Aw.
But hey, man, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm proud of that you're taking a break.
I'm excited.
I love that episode with you and Brian.
I was
really
surprised that you listened to it.
What are you talking about? I listen to your stuff sometimes.
Sometimes.
What are you talking about, bruv? Come on, I support.
I know you support. I was
What do you
surprised.
mean, man? No, I think, well, first of all, I was like, you guys had a massive clickbait in it. So I was like,
it was kind of like, let me see why
see what's
you're taking a
going on.
break.
But then it was really
Yeah.
nice and wholesome. And I was in my head, I was like, I respect Brian like a lot more. When
I know,
had
you
him.
really liked Brian's like take on it.
I think it was just the way he was talking to you and helping you out and validating you as well.
Aw.
It was showing like, that's a good, like.
I know, he's solid. That
He's a good
motherfucker
person
is
right
solid.
there.
He what?
Any plans for the break?
To rebrand, I already have a bunch of ideas, so that's one thing. I want to tap into music. So
wow.
I know I've told Isaac I sing, but I think he thought I was kidding.
You never came through.
That's more of my friend
Oh, okay, cool.
than me. I was trying to plan it out, but she just doesn't respond.
Wait, do you actually sing, Steph?
I do. I used to sing a lot when I was younger, but I don't sing as much anymore.
Wait, are you fucking with me?
No, I told you I sang in my church choir.
Yeah, I know, but I sang in my church choir too, bruv. I sang in my church school choir.
I sang
school choir
like
too.
I sang in choir at school.
Oh, I swear.
Just I've put out I've written songs, I've recorded some songs. I wouldn't say they're out.
Why have you not sent none of this to me?
Because they're not really a good representation, I feel like, of what kind of music I would put out. Because there was just every single time there was just like yeah.
But sing a little melody or something right now,
Not
bruv.
right
Come
now.
on.
Look, I'm no motherfucking Mariah Carey, okay?
No,
I'm
you don't
Mariah
have to
Carey.
be. I don't work with no
But
Mariah Carey's either,
know,
bruv.
I can sing a little tune, not right now, but
She said a little tune.
a little tune.
Come on. All right, cool. That's
I mean,
calm.
I feel like you're like, I'm like intimidated
No,
by you because
no.
you're such a like great musician that I'm
Nah,
like,
not even. Don't you?
I get intimidated when it comes to music, and that's why I think I want to like tap into it because I want to like gain that confidence again and just be like, but I love it. So like, why be scared of just, and not to put out music, just to do it.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Cool
like
influence.
nothing. What was that?
Who's one of your influences?
Like recently, I guess.
Yeah, or who do you like? I guess what
I love Kehlani, of course. I
So
feel like
would it be, like,
I
in
love
that
all the
vein?
R&B girlies. So definitely like in the R&B kind of
World.
like yeah.
Oh wow.
So
I didn't know you like really sang like
it's
that.
not really something I like ever talk about anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like I just want to be creative in that field again, you know? Because I
Okay,
feel
that's
like
cool.
before the podcast I used to like write a lot of songs. I think that was like my way of just like using that as an outlet, and I feel like ever since I've had the pod, because I have an outlet, I haven't like tapped into it, you know.
Okay.
So now I just kind of want to.
All right, cool.
Those are
Talk to
fun.
me if you got any ideas or anything like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
So,
on
yeah.
your phone call away.
Would you ever want to do music with me?
Ooh, that's a tough one, mate.
It's okay. You
It's not that I don't know. It's more like if you called me and had questions for me, I'll give you all my time, of course.
yeah.
But to
But
like-
not to do music. Well, also I get
depends.
it because you haven't heard, so you don't know what you're dealing with. So I understand.
That's a
that
big
too.
thing in the music industry, man. You just don't know who you're.
You just don't want to be like just fucking around and doing. Yeah. I
No,
get
but
it.
for you, like I already told you, if you pulled up real quick and you wanted to record something over like a beat,
Yeah.
I would do that for you, type shit. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I already told you can pull up anytime you want. You
Yeah.
just gotta
No.
cash that in.
You've had that
Yeah.
conversation.
You should record in your house.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah.
Like I won't produce the beat for you, but if you came to me and you were like, "Hey, I just want to record and play over this beat," then I'll do that session for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You just gotta
Sometimes I
let me
just
know.
do it here by myself.
With what equipment?
I just with my microphone and
Oh, I mean, you do have the 7 people.
Yeah,
That's cool,
sometimes I just want to like
okay.
practice harmonizing, and I'll just
that's
harmonize
that's
and
totally
practice
fine.
like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
ear. So, but yeah, that's what I'll be doing. But anyways,
That's cool. I like
just
that.
living life, I think, just
As
relaxing.
you should. Yeah.
And also working a lot because I have other things that I'll be doing. So, but yeah, anyways, plug
That's good,
yourselves.
Wait. Mr. _ Ocean Tola. Most of the time, I honestly think people just go to your page and either look me up or something. I'll be getting random follows.
Oh
from,
really?
Like, some of your people.
Aw, they're just
Yeah.
stalking you.
I don't know.
And T_Prince15. I don't know why that sounded so loud.
Aw, plug Define.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, use the define.official on Instagram. Great for women's sportswear. We just launched men's. This is a part of the unisex collection, their birthday collection.
Yes, sir.
Use code Prince, save some money.
And you're the face of the brand, the male brand,
yeah,
right?
I'm the first male athlete that they ever signed.
Hey,
So
flex.
face of the male collection right here.
Boy. Come on.
Yeah, and then
Go
follow
support.
me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit.
I also
Is it?
definitely
Oh.
didn't spell out define. My bad.
Oh yeah, just spell it out.
DFYNE. I'm like, they're gonna be like define. That's not what the fuck
Right.
is
Well,
this?
I'll put the like links and shit in
Type
the
shit.
thing. So it'll be in the description if y'all need it. Save some money on some leggings.
Leggings, some sports clothes,
Yeah.
some zippies.
That's what I'll be wearing right now to the gym as
some
well.
gym attire, fire gym
Yeah.
attire, some shorts.
All
Got
right.
the whole kit here. We got socks too.
Oh my god, he's swagged out.
Swagged out.
Wait, real
Right.
quick, can I just say, there
Yeah.
was someone I'm talking to, and I asked them about the question if I followed hella baddies on Instagram, right? And they
You
were
asked them just right now?
like, when we took the break,
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, I'll be disgusted.
Oops, see, told you it's a thing.
Yeah, no, a lot of girls would be.
Yeah.
I'm very...
Okay. Love
Sorry, I
y'all.
said girls.
Bye.
Not women.
No, girls is fine.
Oh, girls is fine. Okay.
Over female. Okay, bye. Love you guys.
Apologize, ladies.
Growth therapy.